road again.
Climb every mountain.
What? Speechless? That's impossible. Totally 100% impossible. Yeah, I'll turn the camera off and he'll be like, blah, 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 blah. There were a lot of people there.
It's been a long, long time coming. Yeah, it's been a long, long, long time. It's been a long, long time coming. Yeah, it's been a long, long,
We're at Lions Park in Moab, Utah, just outside of Moab, and we had to come in to get water. And we heard there was water here, and there is. So, are you gonna fill the bladder?
Oh.
Okay. Get set up. So while he's doing that, I'll just show you where the water is. There's also an area here where there are trash bins, like big, what am I looking for? Dumpsters, big dumpsters. And they are here specifically for people who are camping to be able to bring their trash in. So it's really nice. And it's probably, I don't know, 25 minutes from where we are boondocking. So nice to know about this spot. This is our first time to Moab, and we're just kind of getting, you know, the lay of the land and figuring out where everything is.
So I just put the bladder in the back of the truck, put the tailgate up so that once it's full, it's hard to move. So I keep it up so there's a barrier. So I'll fill the bladder, and then I'll fill some water jugs. Man, it's windy. I am so sorry, you guys. Our last few videos have just been wind and wind and wind. We made the comment when we were in New Mexico about how hard it is to film when it's windy, because these mics just pick up everything. So we're gonna fill the bladder, and then we'll fill some water jugs, double duty it, and then when we get back, if there's somebody else who needs water too, we can give them some water. So while we're in town, we'll just get loaded for bear and then head back. So here's a little tidbit. Half the time I think of these tidbits after we make the mistake. So we're using this water fill, and there's only one spigot. And this family came up, very nice people from Salt Lake City area, the kids, and they were all gonna take a little sponge bath in there. Well, I unhooked the hose so they could use it. Had I put a splitter in, travel with a splitter, I could have thrown a splitter on. Then anybody who comes up and says, oh, I need to fill too, or I need to get a drink of water, they could have just opened the splitter side, the unused side, it would have been done. So I'm gonna throw a splitter in my hose bag in the back of the truck from now on, so that it alleviates any of those issues. How's it going?
Good, it's relaxing here.
Are ya?
Mm-hmm.
Look at you, you're like riding a horse.
Reminds me of when I was a kid and you could ride in the back of a truck just
Standing
for fun.
up.
No.
Standing up while
No.
holding bags of nails.
No.
And
So yeah, it reminds me of being a kid and being out at the lake with my dad and just being a tomboy. Love it. That's why I like this life. How do you like being married to a tomboy?
has its moments.
Great.
All right, so here's the deal. One thing about Moab is they're very RV friendly and camping friendly. So there's this place called Lions Park on the north end of town, right next to, I can see the Colorado River from where I'm sitting. And they have dumpsters, they have water fill, really easy. And they have RV parking spots. So if you come in and you need to bring your rig in with you, there's plenty of parking, at least right now. I can't speak to when you're here, but it's very easy. And then there's also water fill at the Arches Park, National Park, but you have to have a park pass to get in, or you got to pay to go do it. So if you already have a park pass, you know, go in after 4 o'clock when they end the timed, at least right now when we're here. Again, I can only speak to when we're here, the timed visits. So after 4, they just open it up and you can go up. And then, but the ones at the Arches doesn't have nozzles to hook on for like filling bladders and things. So you have to hold the jug underneath this spigot. We pulled up to the gas station and look who we see. Our friends Gay and Bob and their son Aaron. Hey.
Hey, this is Dave. Hey, I'm Aaron. Nice to meet you.
Hey Aaron. What are you guys doing?
We're going Jeep. What are you doing? Are you going to follow us?
Yeah, no, we're gonna
Why
go
not?
into town and shoot.
You got 4-wheel drive.
You see, I put a little reel.
You're a lot bigger than we are, so.
If I didn't have to tow our house down the road with this, I would do it.
Well,
It's funny.
Don't tow your house down the road.
exactly.
So today we're in Moab, Utah, which is on the eastern side of Utah. And what does Moab mean? Moab means land beyond the Jordan, which is a biblical reference. And we shoot a lot in the truck out here because the wind.
Well, and here the traffic.
Correct, there's a lot of traffic
It's
as well.
loud.
So we're setting up the shot for you guys in the truck where it's nice and quiet. And so we're gonna tour the town a little bit today, and I think Jacqueline really has something she wants to say.
No, I was just gonna say that our temperature here says that the outside temperature is 91 degrees. So that's another reason that we're inside. But yeah, we're gonna walk around and kind of show you a little bit of the town of Moab. I guess the town itself, there's a lot to do, a lot of touristy things to do, restaurants, rentals of four-wheelers and different things like that, which makes it a lot of fun. But the real fun in Moab is out there. Right?
Yeah, they say Moab's a great place to base out of, but the real stuff is out, you know, out in the mountains, out in the Arches, out in the national parks, things like that, Canyonlands. But I get why people stay in town too, because there are a lot of breweries, or a lot of restaurants, there's a lot going on in town, so I get both ways.
All right, so let's check the town out.
Let's check the town out. Don't forget to ding that bell.
It's kind of weird, but he's all mine.
Like a Kathy Bates thing. One neat thing is that they have this food truck park, and so they just bring in different food trucks and they rotate through. And I was telling Jacqueline, it's kind of nice because if we come to a restaurant, it's the same thing year after year. If you come to a food truck park, it's unique, and you never know what's going to be there from one day to the next. It's a good idea. Another cool thing, literally, and we mentioned this, it's 92 degrees right now, and they have these misters throughout the park that they can sit there and keep people cool. And that lady has a really loud whistle.
All right, what do you got there?
Fanny pack. I'm going fanny pack. Because when we leave the rig, I have to get the camera and my wallet and my phone and all of that stuff in. And then my backpack, I have to keep taking off to get to all that stuff and the cameras and all that. I have this. I'm rolling the dice that fanny packs are back in. So don't judge, but I'm gonna get it.
In my opinion, He's masculine enough that he can pull it off. And you know what? It just makes sense. Instead of him, he's always trying to carry everything around. And if I don't have my big purse with me, I can't carry it all. So it's gonna fit your keys, your wallet, it's gonna fit your cameras and everything in there. You're not gonna lose anything anymore.
Just my ego.
Just, you're gonna lose your ego.
I'll lose my ego. I'm comfortable with who I am.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get it.
Welcome to another Healthy Living Tip with Jacqueline. We are in Moab and we are dining out for a late lunch. And I've talked about this before, but I think a really, really good way of doing it is to order your food and order a to-go box with your food. That way you're not going to eat a huge meal. You can take some home and save it for later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my salad, my salmon salad that looks amazing, and I'm going to put that into the to-go box so that I don't stuff myself, because usually you're going to eat everything that's on your plate. That's been another Healthy Living Tip with Jacqueline. Now I have plenty for right now and some for later as well. That's pretty cool. Look at that. It's almost like a big tundra buggy way up north in northern Manitoba, where you go to see the polar bears and you're in this giant buggy. The difference is those ones are all enclosed because you don't want the polar bears to get you.
I'm Reed Gertis with Wolf Rigs, and we're here in Moab, and we pulled up to Dewey's to have dinner and met you. And I didn't get your name.
I'm Dave.
Dave,
Yeah.
I'm Reed.
Nice to meet you.
So this is the first Overland vehicle on a Humvee chassis. We actually just came from the Overland Expo down in Flagstaff, Arizona. We're on our way home to Denver, but we're gonna stay here for a couple days and do some wheeling.
So what does something like this average cost to make?
$350 is our base price, but it comes with a brand new engine, brand new drivetrain, brand new everything. And we actually manufacture the top. We put a 30-year warranty on the top and a 3-year unlimited mile warranty on the Trek.
Cool. And what is the gross vehicle weight on something like this?
10.7.
10.7. You know that off the top of your head.
I know everything about this. I know it like the back of my hand. We have 5 in production right now, and we're going to round out at 12 for the year, and we're hoping to do 30 for next year. Text us at 303-906-9915.
Okay.
That's actually our office number, and Jess will respond, and we'll see you on the trail.
What's your website?
wolfrigs.com.
Perfect.
All right, we're going to have some dinner with the family now.
All right, enjoy.
We are headed into Arches National Park in Moab, Utah, and we're going to see if our little card, where is it, works. We got this America the Beautiful pass in the Grand Canyon, and we haven't had to use it yet. And so we're hoping this is going to be saving us money. What we will not be able to show you is the park.
Is Arches National Park.
Right. And I'm gonna have to turn this off because it is now illegal to do any video in the national parks if you're making any money off of it. So I guess our limited amount of money we make from YouTube, we can't do it. So anyway,
Sorry.
sorry, we tried.
So this morning we're taking off from Moab. We've been out here for 10 days, 10 days boondocking. When we got here, it was busy, and then it went away, and then a little bit of it came back yesterday and the day before. But we were told that before we got here it was jam-packed, so we had good timing. So we're gonna take off today and go to Ouray, Colorado. It's about 3.5 hours away from Moab. So we have another half hour to Moab, so 4 hours. So we have to dump and do all that fun stuff, because we have a sewage dump available when we get to the RV park, but I don't like to carry full tanks like of black water and gray water if I don't have to. And there's a free dump station at the Maverick in Moab. I forget where we are half the time. So that's kind of the plan. Getting into Colorado, we love Colorado, and we start to work our way up to Idaho for the pop-up concert on June 10th. Exciting stuff. So I'm gonna get going and get some stuff put together, and we're gonna get out of here before too long.
How do you feel about being back in Colorado?
Love Colorado. Absolutely love it. Never gets boring. Never gets boring driving in Colorado. Love it. We just need gas. We're down to 45 miles left, and we routed through this area that was nothing out here.
Well, there was that tiny gas station.
Yeah, and you couldn't get in there. It was like this little small town gas station where it was like all the cars that they're working on are piled around the pumps, so you couldn't get in there. Oh well.
Well,
We'll be okay.
You have an extra tank
Yeah, I have an extra 5 gallons in the back of the truck.
just in case.
Yeah. So if I get down to say 15 miles, then I'll fill it.
Sounds good.
It's going to be an expensive fill day.
Yeah. So we have, it says we have 44 miles left estimated with the gas that we have, and I think we have 26 miles to the next gas station, something like that. So we should be okay, but we hate to have it this close. Might be able to get out and go back to that shop. Another tight gas station, but not as bad as that little one that we passed. We're eyeing up the pump on the very end. There's a car there, but it always seems to be out of order. If there's a car there, it should be working though. Yeah. You can see how tight it is in here with everybody trying to back out just to get out and stuff.
Better than running out of gas.
Yep.
I'm ducking out of the wind here, but sorry, you want to be able to see my face, maybe not. And we just got to Ouray, Colorado again because we love it so much. It's a box canyon town. They call it the Switzerland of the, like little Switzerland or something like that. Makes sense. And I'll show you in a second here, but it's beautiful. We have Todd and Sheila's old spot from Switch It Up. We liked their spot so much last time we were here with them that we said we got to take that spot next time. So hopefully we didn't take it if they're gonna be here, but you know, we'll get through it. So this is what it looks like.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another episode of the Border Hookups Go RVing, and please remember to ding that bell so that we can let all of you know as to when we have more episodes coming out.
If you like what you saw in this video, please give us a thumbs up, place a comment below so we can know what you're thinking. And if you want to become a member, hit the join button on our channel and you'll see some options of how you can see behind the scenes content, campfire concerts, etc., etc. We hope to see you out here.
See y'all out here.
Who am I to say? Look around me, I'm the winner. Who am I to say?